It's time for an update on XRP. As we can see here, price is looking very good on a weekly. If we go down to a daily here, definitely on more of a sideways traction, but as we can see, it is hinting at a bump and run here if we can recover in the next 7 hours. Going to be tricky to actually get this, but this video is going to be more about the long term for XRP because I believe XRP has a future around probably the high under 10, so probably around $8 to $10 over the next year. A lot of people are saying crazy numbers like 1,000, 14,000. I saw one guy saying on Twitter. That is a bit crazy, and I mean, that would have to basically absorb the entire American or world economy to get to that high in market cap. So don't listen to that when you see it. But what I will say in terms of XRP for the long term, it is looking good. It does have the structure. And even if it does want to come down and kind of test the waters around the low $2 area, I mean, it's still $2 for an XRP, which I think is incredibly high considering what it was, right? So I think a lot of potential here for the long term, lots of adoption as well. We can see here it's currently sat around $173 billion in market cap. Okay, fully diluted, just under 300 billion, and it's getting 7 billion volume per day. Now, looking great here on the coin market cap chart, as we can see. But if we scroll down, we can also see all of the news concerning XRP. So the news here recently is that Ripple seeks approval to approve a federally overseen trust bank. So basically what that means is XRP would operate its own bank, which would put it very much in the heart of the American financial ecosystem for fiat and integrating crypto into that. Now, lots of support has been shown for this from lots of government officials and a lot of people in the banking sector, as well as places like BlackRock and stuff who do own a massive amount of XRP. So I think this is something that could actually come into fruition. The thing with the banking sector though, guys, if you don't know, it's very much a closed group. It's very hard to open a bank and just be a bank because you will be shut out by the other banks a lot of the time. It's not very much a free market when it comes to banking, which is why crypto came along, right? But if XRP can do it, and they're basically getting a lot further than a lot of the, let's just say, Wall Street hedge funds have tried to do in the past, I mean, this is looking fairly promising for XRP right now. So if they can do it, it is going to be a massive thing for adoption when it comes to XRP as an asset, a price increase, etc. I mean, this thing could absolutely blast off. And no, I'm not talking $1,000 or something like this. I just don't think that's feasible with the market cap and everything and the supply. But I do think somewhere around $8 to $10, which is still a 5x, somewhere like that, which, yeah, it would be a very, very massive increase, of course. And it could go higher than that pretty naturally. But as of right now, that's kind of my target for the next year, assuming all of this does come into fruition. Opening banks and getting involved in these circles and actually getting that global adoption is something that does take a lot of work. And what comes with a lot of work is a lot of time. So this should be a long-term target, to say the least. But on the ecosystem side, when it comes to XRP trying to absorb a lot of the crypto ecosystem and dominate it, they did release XRP Ledger. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like a layer system that allows for utility tokens to be made on XRP. So we're seeing a few meme coins pop up on there. We're seeing XRP DEXs arrive as well. So definitely quickly catching up to the other coins out there, such as Solana, BNB, that do have their own DEXs and their own ecosystems. XRP is a little bit late to that party, but they have one of the biggest communities in crypto and one of the most mainstream vocal communities, I would say. Traditional finance people, if they haven't heard of any crypto, they've probably heard of XRP, right? So XRP creating their own ecosystem and doing this, yeah, I mean, this could be something that's big as well. Could give it a 2x or something. It's important to note with these kind of assets that yes, they can go up multiple x's, but they're not going to go up 100x or 200x like we see with the other coins, but anything on the XRP ecosystem, on the XRP ledger, could do something like that. So keep an eye out for that as well. But overall, I do think XRP does have a lot of potential here. They're also just continuing to make partnerships, they're continuing to be active and loud, making ripples in the space, no pun intended. And what we will say is, yeah, I mean, XRP is dominating right now. It's performing fantastically. The marketing's great. The Fed and the compliance side is looking good as well. I mean, over the past few years, it has been very stagnant because people just lost hope that they were going to win that SEC thing, right? But now, I mean, now that's all over and done with, you can see they're making big moves and it shows it in the chart. And this is definitely something that should be on everyone's radars right now. Don't just become an XRP moon boy, okay? Don't do that. Always diversify your assets in your portfolio. But what we will say is XRP is looking like definitely a lot more of a bullish asset than it has done in the past. And the chart looks great. The chart looks great. So good stuff there. And bringing it to the chart, if we do actually break above, let's call it $3.60, I think very likely we easily 2x from there up to $7. Okay, pretty easily, to say the least. And obviously not over a month or something, but over, say, 6 months to a year. I think that's something that could easily come into fruition. Looking at this structure, looking at that kind of parabolic curve, I do think there is potential there. So keep an eye out for XRP over the coming months. As of right now, it is not in the short term, isn't looking fantastic, but if it can recover, bump and run scenario, we could easily target this high here at $3.17, so keep an eye out for that. But overall, yeah, long-term targets around that $10 mark, everything looking good on the surface, in the background, and in the forefront. So good stuff there. That's going to be it for this video. Drop a sub, drop a like, and we've got lots of pre-sales, we've got lots of updates as well on these high cap coins if you're interested. If you do want to pick up XRP as well, guys, definitely head to the link in the description to BitGet, because that's where you're going to get it the cheapest when it comes. I mean, you can see just looking at all these prices, it is like the cheapest out there, and you got the lowest fees, and you get a deposit bonus if you sign up with BitGet. So definitely go ahead and click the link in the description, sign up to BitGet to easily get XRP at the cheapest price. That's going to be it from me. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.